Halo teman-teman, balik lagi barengan sama gue Yafi Virus. Dan kita sekarang ngoceh. Alright, gila, enak gak nih dengerin gue mulu ya? Kayaknya ketahuan nih ya, gue gak ada kerjaan, upload konten podcast lancar gitu ya. Kemarin-kemarin sempet kayak berhenti sebentar. Sekarang wah ya, Afi giat banget nih ngupload. Gak ada kerjaan. Emang gak ada kerjaan, bos. Ngomong-ngomong soal gak punya kerjaan, teman gue yang satu ini juga lagi gak punya kerjaan gara-gara corona. Where is she? Let's hear from her. Mari kita sambut Sela. Sela,
Hi.
balik lagi. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me back.
Yes, of course. It's a pleasure as always. Gila. Tadi that's a depressing way to open the show. Nggak punya kerjaan. Terus introduce
Sedih
someone
banget
yang
emang.
nggak punya kerjaan. Nah, jadi teman-teman yang lagi dengerin, jangan lupa juga sekarang kan ada channel namanya Ngondek. Channel Ngondek itu bukan channel beda, bukan channel baru. Channel baru sih, tapi bukan channel beda. Masih dari gua, tapi Ngondek karena singkatan itu adalah ngoceh pendek.
Ngoceh pendek.
Wah, gila, udah tahu dia. Ngoceh pendek itu basically potongan-potongan dari topik-topik tertentu yang diambil dari ngoceh. Gitu. Jadi jangan bingung, gua follow ngoceh aja deh atau follow Ngondek aja, they're about the same. Bedanya yang satu topik bener-bener per topik, lo tahu topiknya apa. Sedangkan kalau ngoceh nih, gue sama Sela nih bakal ngomongin banyak topik. Nah, dari topik-topik yang banyak tersebut bisa dipotong-potong, bisa didengar secara spesifik di Ngondek gitu. Jadi kalau udah follow ngoceh, tolonglah bantu saya yang udah gak punya kerjaan ini di follow dan di share juga Ngondeknya gitu.
Yuk teman-teman.
By the way, tadi ada yang nanya gue, Yaf, itu Ngondek maksudnya lo ngomongin tentang banci-banci ya?
Itu gue tuh awalnya gitu, gue gini, apaan nih Ngondek?
Iya kan, orang ngondek kayak, hah, Yafi ngondek, apaan nih gitu kan? That's exactly the point, man. You know, kayak orang kayak, hah, apaan nih, Yafi ngondek. Ketahuan tuh kan, gue kira juga dari dulu apa, Yafi gay.
Lo di karantina sendiri sih makanya pengen ngondek.
Iya, bahaya nih, gue makin lama makin sayang sama tangan gue loh.
Yang sebelah kanan doang tapi ya berotot ya.
Nggak tahu sih, gue kidal ya. Jadi kiri kayaknya berotot. Ya sisanya yang kanan kurus gitu loh. Yang kiri kayak tangannya The Rock, tau gak lo?
Oh my god, that's really bad.
So, since the last time we spoke, since the last time you came, what have you been up to?
Oh, my
Update
life
us.
has been pretty boring because I work full time, terus gue sekolah juga full time, jadi gue kerjanya cuman sekolah kerja.
Kok? Tapi seingat gue terakhir lo di sini lo tuh belum punya pacar.
Belum.
Mau diupdate nggak? Coba tolong.
Boleh. Well, I'm like dating somebody, tapi belum boyfriend and girlfriend yet. Belum.
Nah, sebelum kita jump into it on what the difference is, karena gue tahu nih, teman-teman kita yang dengerin pasti lagi kayak, hah, udah dating tapi belum boy, hah? Nah, ini, sabar. Sebelum kita dive down to talk about the difference, buat alay-alay yang lagi dengerin, kesempatan lu udah makin gak ada aja Mas Sela.
Oh
ya?
my god.
Oke. Sebelum dia punya pacar, lo gak punya kesempatan. Sekarang dia udah punya pacar,
Makin gak ada.
mati aja lo udah. Udah ya. Okay. So let's jump into that, okay? When someone says mereka dating another person tapi belum jadi boyfriend girlfriend, bedanya apa sih, Sel? Mari jelaskan.
Kalau menurut gue sih dating it's like kayak PDKT gitu loh. Masih masa pendekatan tapi you both have a conversation about it. Kayak gue cuman jalan sama lo doang, cuman ngomong sama lo doang. That's dating. And then after that you move on to the next step. Baru dia lo bilang, oh, we're boyfriend and girlfriend gitu.
I could not have said it better. I think that's the best way to put it. So jadi kalau misalnya you're dating, so does that mean you could date multiple person then?
Iya dong.
Iya dong. Boleh dong.
Well, tapi sih tergantung lo sama cowoknya atau ya lo sama ceweknya gitu.
Is dating like seeing someone? Is that the same?
Yeah, it's the same.
It's the same, right?
The same. Yeah.
Iya, karena ada juga tuh pertama-tama gue di sini, gue sempat ada bingung kayak, oh yeah, I'm seeing someone. Oke, huh? What does that mean? I'm seeing someone. Kayak, huh? Lo ngeliatin dia? No,
lo stalker.
That's looking. It's different. Jadi buat teman-teman yang kurang familiar, termnya ada dari mulai kenalan. Itu dating atau seeing is about the same. Itu PDKT tuh, ya nggak Sel?
Lagi
habis
PDKT.
Itu baru apa?
Baru deh pacaran.
Baru official tuh ya?
Ya, official baru.
Kalau official tuh baru udah ada labelnya ya, kayak oh you're my boyfriend, you're my girlfriend gitu ya?
Iya gitu.
Kalau itu baru tuh nggak boleh sama yang lain tuh ya?
Oh ya nggak boleh dong.
Kalau nggak ketahuan boleh lah ya.
Itu mah lu ya.
Gila. Tapi lu kemarin mau juga? Sorry.
Jangan buka-buka aib.
Mending buka-buka aib daripada buka-buka yang lain. Kan main. Udah cukup. Oke. Kata orang yang denger nih, ya fuckboy banget nih anjing.
Ketahuan kok semua LA tahu ya.
Anjing. Pantesan lo nggak pernah kenalin gue ke teman lo ya. Brengsek.
Jangan dinodai dah.
Aduh. Jangan lah. Disentuh boleh dong.
Udah.
Ini ya inilah teman-teman ya, efek dari kuarantin gitu. Lo terlalu banyak di rumah, nggak ada kerjaan, jadi otak lo tuh simpang siur.
Agak-agak berabut ya. Berkabut.
Gue tadi diem gitu, berabut. Ada term baru apa di Jakarta? Berabut. Berkabut.
Bahasa Indonesia gue udah makin parah nih.
Asik. Awas lo sampai ngomong lo kayak Cinta Laura, kita nggak temenan lagi sih.
Wah itu sih nggak bakal ya.
Kita nggak temenan lagi sih. At least kalau kosakata lo doang yang rada berkurang, gua ngerti. Kalau sampai logat lo berkurang, kita nggak temenan. That's it.
Wah nggak bakal ya. Tetep aja.
Iya. Kalau kayak gini kan masih ya udah masih ketahuan gitu loh, kayak lo lahir gede di Indo nih pindah ke sini. Cuman kalau udah yang kayak ya gue juga nggak tahu kalau misalnya lo kayak gitu, gue ngentot anjing. Nggak gue jadi temen. Literally
iya kagak bakal dah.
I'll delete your numbers, I'll fucking block the shit out of you, everything. Kayak bye. By the way, so kondisi di rumah kayak gimana? Buat teman-teman yang di Jakarta nih yang lagi pada self quarantine juga, kita juga kan self quarantine juga di LA gitu ya. Secara Amerika, angka jumlah case terbesar itu kan di Amerika sekarang.
Iya.
Tapi jangan panik. Ya, jangan panik lah. Menurut gue nih ya, buat orang-orang yang ngerasa panik kayak wah gila Amerika. Kalau lo lihat Amerika itu, yang lo harus panikin menurut gue malah Italia. Kenapa?
Oh, Italia paling
parah
kan?
menurut gue. Iya. Yeah. Kenapa menurut gue lo di Amerika ya? Kalau ngeliat dia sekarang Amerika ini nomor 1, itu jangan panik. Karena kalau lo lihat jumlah populasi Amerika itu 3 terbesar di dunia. Ya. Awal virus itu mulai itu di negara yang populasinya nomor 1, which is China. Ya kan, gue nggak tahu ya India sekarang kayak gimana. Setahu gue India udah lockdown juga. Cuman ketiga kan Amerika, jadi wajar. Amerika udah gitu, Amerika negara adidaya, negara yang orang keluar masuk, ya kan. Jadi kalau lo lihat juga kasus-kasus besar sekarang di mana, Sel? New York.
New York paling pertama.
Right? Guess
And
what?
then-
New York is the hub of the world. Kalau ada capital city of the world, it's literally New York.
It's so packed. If you ever been to New York, you know it's like every day there's no time in a day that like nggak ada orang tuh,
Yang
nggak
sepi itu
pernah,
nggak ada.
nggak
Exactly.
pernah.
So, yes, kalau kita ngelihat dari angka itu besar, tapi coba kita lihat dari perspektif lain. Menurut gue yang hebat malah Indonesia sekarang. Indonesia literally kalau dari segi populasi itu keempat, which is next to Amerika. Tapi angkanya masih belum gede-gede banget. But anyway, gue sebenarnya nggak mau terlalu ngomongin tentang corona sendiri. Gue nggak mau bikin lo takut. If anything, niat gue adalah dengan adanya gue podcast ini ngasih lo kayak a quick escape. Ngerti gak sih? Kayak
Supaya
dari,
lupa lah.
yeah, at least for the next 45 minutes gitu loh. So, gue juga udah sempat ngomongin kemarin tentang corona, dan teman-teman di sini yang dengerin juga udah tahu pasien 1, 2, 3 gue kenal yang di Indonesia.
Oh, really?
Pasien 1 mantan gue, pasien 2 emaknya, pasien 3 kakaknya. So,
Wow, I didn't know that.
yeah, I mean, kemarin gue mau ngajak ngobrol juga, pengen gue ajak ngobrol buat di ngoceh, but I feel like everybody's all up on her right now.
Yeah.
Kayak all the news outlet and everything, and I don't want to do that. Kayak I'm just gonna be a part of the problem gitu. Kayak instead of giving her the time and space so that they can breathe, you're just gonna pile her up. Jadi gue kayak maybe next time I'll talk to you. But yeah, no, I texted her the day she was admitted to the hospital, and I texted her the day she was released. That's it. Literally, gue cuma kayak, hey, I'm so sorry about what happened. Get well soon. You know, I'm thinking about you. Thoughts and prayers. Terus pas dia dirilis, keluar, udah dinyatakan sehat, gue bilang, hey, I heard what happened. Congrats. I'm glad everybody's okay. That's it.
But see, that's a good news though. Like she actually made it.
It is.
So
a good
there's
news.
a hope. There's hope.
No,
That's what
there
it is.
there is a big hope. The only thing sekarang kan yang orang bingungin kan, I don't think it's about the death, right? I think it's about how long is this virus gonna keep spreading. Which
Yeah,
is why
'cause
we're
every day-
isolating ourselves, huh?
Yeah, like it's every day. It's just like more cases coming up. So I think that's what freaked people out.
I think
like it's not
I think-
stopping.
See, I think what needs to be different is not, it's the wording, what you said right now. Bukan new cases coming up, new cases being detected.
True.
Karena mereka mungkin udah kena virus itu kemarin sebelum ada lockdown. Ngerti gak lo?
Yeah.
Sekarang kedetek. Ngerti gak sih? So I think if anything, if everybody gets tested every day, the number is actually going down. I think.
That's what hard though, because they don't have it available here. Like you can't just go in and be like, hey, can I get tested?
Exactly.
It's like you have to show us symptoms in order for them to be like, I'll give you a test. So it's kind of like, I think that's what makes it scarier, because you don't have the choice to actually get tested.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, kalau lo udah punya simptom harusnya bisa ya. Tapi pemerintah sini masih nggak sebagus itu untuk kayak ngasih itu untuk available. But instead, I feel like the reason why they're telling us to just stay home is because they don't have enough
I feel like that.
resources. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Kalau misalnya lo tes positif, you have to get admitted to the hospital.
The hospital,
And the
yeah.
hospitals don't have enough beds as it is right now, right? So, unless lo mau dikirim ke Midwest atau ke Colorado atau somewhere in the middle of nowhere to get treated there, but I don't think you want to do that. I think, which is good, gitu loh. Ya udah, just stay home. If you can work from home, work from home. Okay, that's enough. That was 15 minutes about Corona. Fuck it. Let's move on. Inevitably, we're going to be talking about Corona and how it affects us, gitu loh. gue nggak mau ngomongin tentang coronanya sendiri, tapi gue mau ngomongin tentang
How it actually affected me.
yes, on a daily basis. So, my question, Sel, what do you miss the most about your normal life?
Oh,
Give me one if you can't give me top 3.
actually, just being able to go out whenever I want to. Like, just like I feel like now it's like I don't have that choice because I don't know if you heard, if you get stopped by a cop and then, you know, you don't have a valid reason to be out, they can give you a ticket.
Yeah, but how do you determine that though? I feel like that's very vague. I don't want to get into it too much, man. That's very vague. Literally
But
kalau
yeah.
misalnya kayak gitu, gue bisa. This is what I've been thinking. Kalau misalnya gue pun mau jalan, mau bandel gitu ya, I'm not doing this. So kalau gue mau bandel, I could just put my grocery bags in the back.
That's true.
And then, what are you doing? About to get groceries. Look at my grocery bag. What are they gonna say? No, they can't prove that I'm not going anywhere. You know what I mean?
That is actually true. It's like cheat the system.
Exactly. So, makanya when people are telling me that, gue kayak I call bullshit. Because how are you gonna prove it? Unless mereka literally menetapkan all the grocery stores close at 8.
Yeah.
All the restaurants close at 8. Which is the only 2 things left yang open, right?
True.
Then you can give me a ticket past 8 with an empty grocery bag. Because you're going to be like, I don't know if you know this, buddy, but all the grocery stores are closed. You're fucking lying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's hard. To
Exactly,
prove
and
that
you
you're
can't
not
do
actually
that.
out.
Like, people could be hungry anytime. Apalagi di LA, orang pada giting tengah malam and everything. You could be literally semalam, gua munchies, basically, to say the least. Gua order makanan jam 2 pagi.
Kalau itu, it's like, it's kind of like New York. It doesn't really sleep. So, like, people actually, like, you know, go out. You know, back then when you can go out, it's like people still go out at like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Right.
I think some of like restaurant in like K-Town, they open until like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Speaking of K-Town, kemarin gue udah pindah. Cuman kemarin gue ke K-Town. Gue ngelewatin K-Town, and it was like dead. It was dead at 9.
Oh
It was
my.
dead. Like, it's scary. But anyway, jadi balik lagi kayak pertanyaan gue yang tadi. Lo kangen the feeling of being able to go out. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's like
What else?
even to like, you know, kayak sekarang kan kalau mau ke Starbucks, like you have to, you know, drive through.
Are they still open?
Masuk.
Starbucks?
Some of them
Tempat
open.
kopi?
Some of them do. Yang ada drive-thru-nya open.
Is it because they serve food? No, what about if they don't have drive-thru? Can't you
Then
just
they're
like pick up?
closed.
Really?
No. Yeah, tadi gue
Why
ke
is that?
Starbucks. Because I think like they don't want you to get in contact with the employee.
What the fuck does that mean? What about all the restaurants that do takeouts? That's dumb.
I don't know, sebenarnya gue juga gak ngerti ya. Tapi yang gue denger sih, temen gue banyak yang kerja di Starbucks pada complain kayak, oh, we're not essentials. Like, getting coffee is not
It's
essential.
not essentials? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, so I think they're kind of make like a petition going around saying that like we shouldn't be open.
So they're asking for it, the employees?
Yeah, the employee actually asked for it.
Oh, wow. I wonder why. Don't you need money? Okay, I wish I was still working. Nah, those are the things that you missed. Okay?
Yes.
So, by the way, buat teman-teman yang lagi dengerin, kita sekarang balik sama tamu yang udah pernah datang di sini, sama Sela. We're still with her. She and I are on the same boat. Same situation. Dalam artian, kita berdua sama-sama gak kerja sekarang. Which is
lagi
why
jadi pengangguran.
Pengangguran sementara. So what did they tell you?
So I work for TJ Maxx. If anybody knows where that place
yeah,
is.
yeah. Kalau di Inggris namanya TK Maxx.
Yes.
Oke, terus.
So kan gue supervisor di situ.
Wow, really?
And yeah.
Gua nggak tahu.
And then,
terus.
Lu sih nggak pernah hangout sama gue.
Terus.
Terus, we actually one of the last few store that closed. So awal-awalnya kan kayak tempat-tempat yang kayak Nike, Anthropology, mereka semua udah pada tutup.
They close early, yeah.
Yeah, they give out like emails to their customers. But we still open. We were still open until the 18th of March. So it's been like 10 days we closed. And then they just basically, it was my day off, and then mereka nge-SMS gue, mereka yang kayak, we're gonna be closed. But thankfully, they're gonna like still pay me until April 4th. Mm-hmm. But then after that, kalau masih tutup, I don't know.
Tapi lo dibilangnya sekarang hitungannya unpaid leave juga nggak kayak gue?
They just say like, we're gonna pay you.
Oh, really?
They didn't say, and yeah, they just gonna like, what's the average hour that I usually work in a week, so that's what I'm gonna get paid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Kok bisa?
I don't know. I think all the companies
good.
Doing that.
Not mine.
Kebanyakan.
Sih, kalau misalnya gue tahu, gue masih tetap dibayar, tapi gue gak ada kerjaan doang, gue gak akan sestress sekarang. Maksudnya gue literally hitungannya unpaid leave.
Oof.
Yeah, that's why. So, back to delivering food.
I was like, kayaknya sih gue tahu kenapa. Karena if you look at it this way, kan lo kerjanya buat like a soccer company, right, which is like not many people know of, and it's not like a big corporation. Dan sementara gue kerja for a big company, and everyone is looking at this big retail company and how they're treating their employee.
Oh, makes sense.
So if they find out like, TJ Maxx, like they don't pay their employee and they just abandon them, their sales is gonna drop. Like nobody's gonna like go back shopping there. I mean, their sales probably
already dropped anyway.
But people do like online shopping now.
But that's true. Tapi lo bayangin online shopping dibanding kayak delivery aja deh. Kayak delivery restoran. Harusnya orang-orang yang mau makan ke restoran bisa aja delivery, but still that doesn't hold up.
That's true.
I think you were right in terms of online shopping, but I don't think it's because they are afraid kalau mereka takut dilihat yang rada gimana-gimana. Because many other companies mecat employee-nya gitu-gitu aja udah. Because there's kayak kalau company gua, I know why. It's because there's no revenue. Literally revenue zero.
Kan nggak ada yang bisa online.
Nggak ada latihan, nggak ada yang nothing. Cuman company gue sekarang akhirnya ngejalanin untuk streaming kelas. Jadi kayak Google Classroom gitu loh.
Oh, that's actually good. So the kids are like active. Oh,
that was my phone. My bad. Oh, what the fuck happened? Okay, my bad. Terus.
Technology. But that's good because like I'm sure like, these parents need their kids to be entertained. So
yeah, no, I mean,
main bola.
Yeah, but then how many coaches do you need for that? You know what I mean? We employ about 100 something coaches just di LA.
Lo yang paling ganteng nggak?
Ganteng sih enggak ya, cuman nggak tahu malu iya. No, they asked me for it, but then how many classes? You only do probably 1 or 2 or 3, even 5 classes a week. That's not gonna pay anything.
Well, it's
gitu loh.
better than nothing daripada bener-bener zero.
Iya, well, gue ada bisa nguber juga. But anyway, so selama kegiatan lo di rumah sekarang nih Sel, what did you find out about yourself? Karena gue tahu nih, udah banyak nih di rumah nih, ya kan, either work from home atau ya udah quarantine di rumah. Karena mereka nggak biasa di rumah, mereka udah jadi sering di rumah, and then they start figuring something out about themselves. Ternyata mereka jago kerajinan tangan. Ternyata mereka jago nyanyi. Mereka buat TikTok. They know mereka jago nari. I don't know. Have you figured something out? Have you discovered something about yourself that you didn't know existed?
I think I find out I have a passion for cleaning.
Oh, jadi, nah teman-teman dengar tuh, berarti dia sebelumnya nggak pernah bersih-bersih.
Jarang.
Dibersihin emaknya, secara masih tinggal emaknya, dibersihin emaknya. Tapi by the way, emak lu medok banget sih, gue suka banget loh.
Oh, Jawa asli.
Gokil. Medok lu mana? Piye toh?
Ya, itu nyokap gue tuh tiap hari begitu.
Iya, kayak
manggil gue masih Ndo gitu.
Iya, masih Ndo, kayak mbak, kayak nyokap lu tuh suaranya tuh Jawa banget, lu suaranya kasur banget anjing.
Suara kasur.
Iya, kayak orang baru bangun gitu loh, kayak
maksudnya.
halo. Ya gue suara kasur gitu loh, kayak gimana sih? Suara bantal, sorry. Kalau suara kasur konotasinya seks. Suara bantal. Kalau suara bantal tuh baru ngantuk. Do you know the difference?
Baru bangun. Yeah, I know the difference.
Okay. Kalau suara kasur, suaranya kayak ngajak banget gitu ya.
Suaranya gimana gitu.
Lumayan sih. Gitu.
Lumayan apa?
But anyway, nah itu menghambat lo pacaran gak nih dengan adanya quarantine? Jujur. Jujur.
No. Actually, no. If anything, it makes us closer.
Wow, look at that. Alay, no chance. Remember that. Okay, terus?
Kayak kalau dulu kan pas emang lo bisa keluar, lo bisa ketemuan, your date is kind of like like the same thing. Kayak lo cuman dinner, movies.
Right.
You know, like usual
what's after dinner?
Huh?
What's after dinner you said? What?
After dinner, movies.
No, tadi lo bilang dinner, movies, and then what?
Pulang.
Pulang kemana nih?
Pulang ke rumah masing-masing dong.
Kira ke rumahnya dia. Terus,
but now you kinda have to like.
Sekarang skip yang pertama ya, langsung ke rumahnya dia ya.
Loh,
kan bioskop tutup, restoran tutup, langsung ke rumahnya dong.
Enggak, soalnya dia tinggalnya sama nyokapnya.
Ya, elah.
I know, sucks. Soalnya pas dia mau pindah sebelum lockdown. Terus
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was right before the lockdown.
Kalau bisa lockdown berdua sama dia enak sih.
Boleh, lumayan tuh.
Iya kan? Aduh.
Tapi ya udahlah.
Umur berapa laki lo?
27.
See, literally in the previous episodes we were talking about the difference between like Indo men and Indo men sama American men gitu kayak. Yeah, we talked about that too.
We did.
And then dan gue juga di episode yang bukan sama lo, cuman ada sebelumnya sama teman gue yang lain juga ngomongin tentang bedanya pacaran sama cowok Indo juga sama cowok bule gitu ya. Jadi buat alay-alay biar tahu gitu. Kayak udah termotivasi lebih mandiri gitu loh cowok Amerika. Jadi less clingy juga, less posesif karena mereka udah banyak hal lain yang harus dipentingin. Salah satunya adalah ya gimana caranya gue bayar rent, bayar tagihan bulanan rumah. Karena cowok Amerika rata-rata pasti tinggal sendiri. Literally baru ngomongin itu kemarin gue. Sekarang, tapi nggak semua lah, masih ada aja yang tinggal. Ya gue juga baru keluar dari nyokap gue itu umur 26, 27, right around the same time. Ya. Yeah. Karena nyokap gue menghambat sekali. Pasti nyokap gue kan masih sangat value
namanya juga orang
Asia.
Indo.
Iya, orang Indo dan Asia itu pengecualian sih. Masih kebanyakan Asia di sini tuh masih tinggal sama orang tuanya. Itu masih sangat wajar.
Normal.
Yeah, for us Asians ya.
Yeah.
So, ya, cuman even Asian Americans juga masih tinggal sama orang tuanya. Masih banyak lah gitu karena budaya orang tuanya aja.
It's the norm, kayak tinggal sama orang tua sampai lo nikah gitu. Ntar nikah baru keluar.
Di budaya Asia ya,
gitu.
nggak di budaya Amerika ya.
Kalau budaya Amerika sih, I think most of them moved out when they're 18.
18, yeah, exactly. 18, no, because rata-rata 18, you go to school somewhere else.
Yeah, you actually like move out of state or like
exactly.
in another city.
And then ketika dari situ lu udah tahu gimana enaknya tinggal di luar dari rumah orang tua. Ketika lo selesai lo cari kerjaan, lo udah gak mau balik lagi tuh ke rumah orang tua. That's the process, right? Tell me if I'm wrong.
No, it's actually right.
Yeah.
Jadi lo gak mau balik ya?
Kalau ekonomi udah kayak gini terus sampai lama, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking about it. You know, cuman itu literally I'm someone yang value personal space.
Mm-hmm.
I need
I
my
think
fucking
every
space.
man does that.
Yeah, but then you know what I mean? Gua udah terbiasa sama punya kamar sendiri. Apartemen gua itu cuma 2 kamar. Apartemen nyokap cuma 2 kamar.
Oh.
Kalau gua balik, either gua tidur di ruang tamu kayak tamu atau gue tidur sama adik gue di kamar. Mager banget anjing, gak bisa coli di kamar. Anjing lu jangan nyiris gitu dong, kayak anjing.
Priorities ya.
Oh iya, kan Pornhub Premium free for 1 month.
I wouldn't know that, but of course you.
Well, now you do, right? Good. There you go. Ini kalau gue nyarinya MILF, lu nyarinya DILF.
DILF, boleh tuh DILF.
Iya, DILF banyak kayaknya tuh. Coba cari. Mumpung lagi premium, lagi gratis.
Udah ntar ketahuan kalau ada yang tahu gue langsung gitu.
Apa namanya? I know. What was I gonna say? Yeah, terus okay. Imagine. Donald Trump, everybody, semua udah bilang, okay, tomorrow is a new day, is a new chapter. All the restrictions are gone. Everything is back to normal tomorrow. Lo ngapain?
I'm probably gonna see him.
Oh, boo.
Langsung #bucin.
Anjing, #bucin. Gue suka. Very up to date. I like it. Yeah,
Kalau mau ngapain?
Kalau gue main bola sih. Literally.
That's boring, really.
That's not
main
fucking
bola?
boring. You can't play soccer right now. Literally.
That's true.
You can't. Cause literally in the past days, I've been just jogging, running around the neighborhood. I've been going to the nicer neighborhood. Yeah, my neighborhood is not so nice. It's decent. Tapi gue literally lari tuh kayak 6 miles, 7 miles up. Ke daerah Silver Lake.
Mana?
Silver Lake,
okay.
Echo Park. That's really nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
So if you want to come to LA, let's run.
Yeah, no thank you. I'm just
There's no
gonna
traffic,
stay at home.
man. There's no traffic.
Okay, I'll do anything but running.
Yeah, well, a couple of days ago I didn't even run. I just took a walk for like 2 hours. Gue literally jalan doang. Nyari-nyari kayak daerah-daerah yang bagus. 2 jam. Sendirian aja udah. Dengerin stand up gitu ya di earphone. Udah sambil jalan ketawa-tawa sendiri kayak orang gila. And then when you see people on the same side of the street, mereka pasti nyebrang.
Yeah, they do that here now.
Parah banget.
Like 6 feet.
Gue nggak tahu ya, yang nggak tahu ya kalau teman-teman yang di Jakarta yang lagi dengerin, Mungkin nggak banyak orang jalan juga. Cuman kalau di sini, kalau lo ketemu sama orang jalan itu di trotoar, soalnya kan panduannya itu kan 6 feet ya, atau berapa meter ya? Kalau di meteran tuh 6 meter kalau bukan 2 meter or something like that. Pokoknya ada jarak safe lah ya. Jarak
kayak
aman.
2 arms length gitu lah.
Iya, so ya 2 meter dong, 2 meter something like that. Oke, anyway. Di sini tuh kocak banget, kayak gue malah sakit hati loh, Sel.
Gue juga awalnya.
Gue kayak, gue sebau itu ya. Gue ngerasa kayak homeless gitu loh. Karena gue ngelakuin gitu ke homeless. Kalau misalnya gue lagi jalan, ada homeless di trotoar yang sama, gue kayak fuck this. Gue pasti nyebrang atau enggak gue ngejauh. Gue ngelewatin mobil dulu gitu. Jadi gue ke jalan raya, lewatin homeless, balik lagi ke trotoar. Sekarang orang gituin gue kayak, fuck.
Emang rasanya sakit hati gitu. Gue awalnya juga gue kayak, but then I was like, social distancing. That's what they call it.
Ya, jadi sempat baper lah awalnya ya.
Awalnya iya, terus lama-lama gue yang kayak, social distancing, sure.
Gila, I mean it's again, like I said, it's inevitable. We're gonna talk about it. Tapi gue lebih pengen talk about the fun things of it gitu loh, kayak gue, the more positive things is that I can do podcast more now, you know, and the fact that gue udah tahu caranya untuk ngelakuin ini digitally in terms of like you don't have to come in person. Teman-teman yang udah dengerin ke episode belakang kemarin itu udah denger gue rekaman literally sama teman gue di LA. Ini lo udah orang kedua di LA yang gue interview, yang ngobrol bareng, ngoceh bareng.
Yang lain di mana? Di Jakarta, Pak?
Satu di Philadelphia.
Oh, nice.
Okay, hold on. 2 in LA, satu di Philly, namanya Glory. Satu lagi di SF, namanya Anjani. Satu di Jakarta, namanya Alisa. So,
so out of everybody, it's just us that don't work, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, kalau yang di LA satu lagi, Jovi, dia itu student. So,
okay.
Ya dia masih attend class from home. Satu lagi dia lagi nyari kerjaan. 2 yang di SF sama lagi di Philly lagi nyari kerjaan. Jadi kebetulan emang lagi nyari kerjaan aja. Terus yang di Jakarta work from home, lawyer.
Kalau lawyer bisa sih work from
bisa,
home.
I mean ngurusin dokumen dan segala macam. But us, man, we're the bottom of the barrel, people.
Our job, like lo nggak bisa gitu loh.
Harus interaksi nggak sih?
Di rumah, like it's an interaction, like.
Right.
Especially like retail, it's like, and I'm the supervisor for like customer service. Jadi gue yang kayak customer service kan orangnya harus di depan gue gitu.
Do they pay you well?
I mean,
okay. Benefit?
For me, yeah, they pay me pretty well actually, because I asked for it. So, listen,
secara lo udah ada pengalaman juga kan?
Iya.
TJ Maxx lo dari mana?
Di Walnut.
Oh, oke. So daerah-daerah sana juga ya?
Iya, daerah dekat rumah gue lah.
Gue tuh kebetulan kemarin tuh lagi sering main sama teman gue, lagi dengerin nih, pasti lagi dengerin nih. Dia pendengar setia juga. Namanya Ari. Waktu itu yang gue sempat ngajakin lo makan sushi.
Oh,
cuman lo pacaran. Iya. Nah itu gue ngajak teman gue dari Fullerton, dia datang.
Wow, jauh juga sampai Pasadena.
Yeah. And then this guy always listens to me di podcast. Ari, say what's up Ari. But yeah, dia sama istrinya tinggal di Fullerton, and then I guess now it's my turn to actually go down there to get drunk with them.
Oh, downtown Fullerton, yeah.
Is it fun?
It used to be fun. Dulu sih fun ya, pas gue baru umur 21, it was so fun. Terus sekarang, last time I was there, gue yang kayak, oh my god, people are so rowdy.
Well, that was you
kayak,
before.
Makanya gue kayak, wow, mungkin dulu gue kayak gitu kali pas umur 21.
Mungkin sih, who's to say, right? Who's to say?
But I was like, this is so annoying. I'm not coming back here.
Exactly, which is why gue udah gak pernah clubbing lagi anjir. Gue literally itu cuma ke bar, gue ke dive bar yang literally lo bisa minum, bisa ngobrol, tapi kalau mau joget bisa, tapi gak rusuh. Ngerti gak sih?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, exactly. Kalau jadi you get everything. You can do this, you can do that, tapi bisa ngobrol sama bisa nyebat sih. Minumannya juga harus enak.
Wah, di mana tuh ya?
Banyak lah, tapi gue di sini lah ya. Kalau misalnya di daerah sana gue nggak tahu lah. You have to show me around kalau gue ke Fullerton. Sekalian kenalin teman lo boleh sih.
Ya, jangan deh, jangan kok gitu.
Satu aja ya, elah. Jangan yang orang Indo jangan lah.
Nggak ada gue temen orang Indo.
Iya, kasihan gue kalau orang Indo, lebih kasihan sih.
Iya, ntar yang ada pulang-pulang
baper bro
Indonesia
masalahnya.
tahu.
Baper bro, jangan, makanya mendingan orang sini. But anyway, so before kita tutup, nggak kerasa kan udah 40 menit loh.
Wow, that's really quick.
It feels quick, right? It's just like
Yeah.
bam. Well, that's a good thing. I guess that's a compliment for us. What's your hope? Kayak kalau lo mau pikir positif nih, kayak what is it that you wanna get? Kayak ketika dunia normal, without trying to be too deep, what are you trying to get, or what do you want to happen ketika semua udah normal?
Well, my biggest hope mungkin, I hope people don't take your freedom for granted anymore. So
That's
like
a good one.
if you actually have a time to spend time with your friends, with your family, you do it. Because, people always say like, oh, it's okay, we'll hang out next week. But then look at us now, okay, lo nggak bisa ketemu. And literally you can't even leave your house. So I hope we don't take our time and our freedom for granted.
That's good. There you go. Dan lo bisa merasakan rasanya di rumah doang gitu loh. Jadi lo bisa appreciate. Lo yang gak suka ke taman, lo yang gak suka olahraga, I hope you appreciate this thing, right? But isn't it good though, kayak seeing how people are trying to do nice things?
It's actually good because even though the world is going crazy right now, I still see like people being nice to each other.
That's why.
Like,
exactly.
Going get I have hope every time I see that.
Yeah.
And especially like when you see like all the videos like on Instagram or Facebook where people do like nice things for other people, and I'm like, oh.
Literally yang gue pengen sekarang nih, I have saving. Okay, gue bukan mau pamer, cuman I have saving. I have enough. Okay, gue bisa kerja bentar-bentar. Tapi what I actually wanna do is actually volunteer. I swear, I wanna volunteer. I wanna help people.
That's good.
I'm not in the high risk category for people wise, so I think I'll be fine. But with that mentality, gue tuh pengen nganterin belanjaan ke orang apa gimana or something. Volunteer, ngasih makan ke homeless, ngasih makan ke orang tua. So, anyway, that's the time, man. God damn, that was so fast. That was too fast.
Too fast, actually.
Right? That's so crazy. But I mean, we'll talk some more. Sela gabut, gua gabut. I'm sure we'll talk again.
Mungkin lo bakalan bikin new session where it's just like gabut,
Just literally specifically cuman buat itu doang ya.
Buat kita doang lagi gabut sekarang.
Iya, udah ngobrol literally nggak tahu ngomongin apa ngomongin nggak jelas. But anyway, no, Stella, once again, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for inviting me. This has been fun.
It's always a good time. We'll hang out in person soon. And hopefully once everything is down. Jangan lupa teman-teman lagi ya, follow tuh si Sela di _Krisela namanya ya. Instagramnya. Alay-alay nggak boleh, udah punya cowok soalnya. Udah, tolong tahu diri.
Dilihat aja.
Iya, dilihat boleh. Follow gue juga di Instagram. You already know what it is. Ada ngoceh, ada ngondek. Jangan lupa di share. Be nice. Goodbye.